What up, y'all? Hey, Rocky. What up, Rocky? You good? Yeah, we here. Come on in here, y'all. This stupid fool, Akademiks, quite possibly admitted to illegal activities on his live stream. So what we're going to do is we're going to break it down. We're going to break down payola, and we're going to break down these people in media that got sent to us that we didn't choose. So we about to break all that down right now. Y'all say what's up to Rocky, and we're going to get started, all right? Give me like 30 seconds, and we're going to get it in. All right, let's go. We can start calling Akademiks felonious monk, nigga. The felony kid, payola pansy. That's probably be his name, the payola pansy. Yep. I was scrolling through the internet yesterday, YouTube, and I like to give credit when I see some stuff. Like I first saw Curtis King TV covering this when I was scrolling through. I didn't get a chance to go back and watch all of the episode, but I saw it, and then I went through Twitter and I saw the video. So I'm like, let me talk about this from my perspective. But I do like to give credit whenever I see somebody else that I'm subscribed to talk about a topic. Unlike most of you niggas. But I like to let's go ahead and let's talk about this, because I think that this is very important. I think this is very important because it ties into what we saw a couple years ago with that rap beef. It ties into the reason why music today is so screwed up and people are looking in all different directions other than where they need to be looking. You dig? Yep. Kind of loud. Let me turn that shit down. How am I better? I was a little bit loud. How am I now, y'all? Let me put some groove music on and say welcome to the chat room. Welcome, chat. US Blues. Ben, what's up, Ben? What's up? Dana Dane, Infinite One Lives, 225 Girl. Larry in here, man. Larry, I'll slap the dog shit out of you, homeboy. It's probably the only thing we ever gonna agree on. We agree that I'd knock your little punk ass out. Yeah. You won't say it to my face, though. You won't say it to my face. Anyway, if you in the chat right now, make sure you give a middle finger emoji to Larry Goodwill. That will really, really warm my heart. You know, if you guys wanna show your appreciation for me and my content that I create, give Larry Goodwill a middle finger emoji, and God will bless you. All right. So now let's get into it. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna play the video, and from this video, we're gonna get back and we're gonna talk about it. Oh, my picture's much better. I'm not doing a robot like I was the last 2 days. I looked through my eCam, and I had so many files from videos I did, from lives I did 3 years ago in this program. I'm over here wondering why my internet wasn't moving smooth the last few shows. It wasn't my internet. I had all kinds of stuff in this thing that was making my system move slow. But we good now. Chat room, I don't see any middle fingers. Y'all slipping. Y'all half stepping, chat. Where the middle fingers at? But let's watch this video and let's break down how stupid he is. Let me start off by saying this. The context, this all started, and I talked about this a little bit on my last show yesterday. One of these young rappers, I think Lil Baby, his boy got out and slapped the dog shit out of Akademiks, from what I heard. Reports are basically there was a one-on-one fade. Akademiks security wasn't driving, and so somebody came out of nowhere and boom. And Akademiks' ego couldn't take the ass whooping, so now apparently he's on his show crashing out. So let me start off with this. I'll show you how this one. I fixed my settings. Go here now. This is them basically talking about calling. This is a little bit. I don't know who this young nigga rapper is. I'm not about to sit here and act like I know who these people are, but it's just interesting sort of to watch. I don't listen to certain music, you know, but this is him talking about Akademiks getting slapped, so you guys get a little bit of backstory.
One nigga got drove off. One nigga. Talk about one nigga? Nah, that nigga put his hands on you. You supposed to hop off the V, grab your nuts, and stand on business. I would understand if it was 10 niggas surrounding the car, pointing fingers in your face, niggas dragged you out the V, niggas punching on you. One nigga walked up to your car, Akademiks. One nigga swung at you, Akademiks. Got drove off.
So the internet is trolling Akademiks right now. So this is a little bit of backstory before we get to the story. And then we'll get to this weird looking nigga next.
Comparing niggas to young boy, that's why I think young boy think these niggas pussy.
Here we go. Let me see. Akademiks like Anton, their notoriety is their wallets, right? Right. So this is what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna break this down. Akademiks is basically, in a lot of ways, admitting to felony behavior. Let's listen in.
So Lil Baby
I'm not gonna play it all the way through. I'm gonna play it and break it down as we go through. All right.
Now, this is where I get disrespectful. So Lil Baby got to drop his new album. And I'm gonna start really getting on business. Yo, Lil Baby, you and your team paid me $30,000 to keep quiet about your motherfucking album, my nigga. And I sat there and I read.
Look how serious he looking. He think he's Stephen A. Smith.
realized, I said, well, if you pay me $30,000, there ain't no way you sent a pussy ass nigga to come swing on me. Why would you do that? Don't make no sense.
So there you go. Off top, that is illegal. He's saying that Lil Baby's team sent him $30,000 to not talk negatively about his album. 30 G's. You can't do that. You can't accept that. See, this shows you how contrived the music industry is. And when you think people like who you like or dislike who certain things, it's a lot more it's a lot more at play than what we all see. You stupid motherfucker. This dude just admitted to this.
$30,000 you could pay for a hit. Why the fuck would you send a nigga to come swing on me for pennies and to clean your balls in your drawers and then pay me $30,000? And nigga, I got the receipts, nigga. I posted your shit, nigga. Why would you pay me afterwards? Because y'all whole demeanor was an act. You killing this nigga wave. And I said, I'll fall back. I said, I can't lie to the niggas, but I'll fall back. And y'all paid me to do it, nigga. Y'all paid me. And I dare nigga, I will show anything because I'll give it back to the companies that gave it to me, my nigga.
So he's implicating not only himself, but Lil Baby and a bunch of companies. So is he opening up an investigation? Are the feds gonna have to investigate your sponsors and your tax return and what companies are paying you and what they're paying you for?
But nigga, that was some pussy bitch ass nigga shit. If you sent the nigga to come swing on me, but you gotta pay me to make sure your music actually gets some traction. Just stand on it. When I called you should have said, nigga, you know what's up, nigga. You've been talking shit. Fuck you, pussy. But y'all ain't do that. Y'all backed off of that. Y'all said it wasn't y'all. Then y'all paid me money just to, could you give the album a shot? I chilled out. I'm like, all right, bet I'm going to let people say whatever it is. I say, you know what? That can't be Baby. Like, I found a couple songs I like. I start supporting it. I start going up with it. And then now I'm finding out in the 10th inning, yo, Baby, you niggas is bitches. You niggas paid me. Yo, nigga, I'm telling y'all, that's what I'm saying. Y'all niggas going to have to, yo, Baby, you gonna have to pay me to get off your ass for this next time. Y'all pay me 30 bands already. The price is now 300 bands. Straight up.
Now he's negotiating how much he needs to get paid the next time in public. Yeah, Fly John, yes, admitting to payola. Like, I'm gonna break down the history of this. Like, do you know that's what took down Frankie Crocker? Do you know what happened in the 70s with payola? You fucking idiot.
The price don't went up, nigga. 300 bands, nigga. You had this bitch ass nigga who you sent. Yo, Lil Baby, stop the bullshit, nigga. You sent this nigga to go do this bullshit, nigga. When I called you up, you acted like, oh, wait, what happened? Yo, do you know this nigga K Rich? I call every nigga in that land. You know what they say? But that's his assistant. That's his nigga. Wait, he act like you don't know him? Yo, I talk to him. He say, nigga, you paid me for your album tonight. Yo, nigga, I'm on your ass forever, nigga. Remember that. So listen, I'm only saying this because I think this little K Rich nigga thing, I'm going to go back and forth with him. Let me tell you this. I'm going to cost your boss $1 million. I did this to the best of them, and I'm going to do it to him. The $30,000 you gave me for your fucking album, nigga.
He just admitted to it
Make sure
again.
you know that when I'm slandering you tooth and nail.
Oh, did he just say slender?
The $30,000 you gave me for your fucking album, nigga. Make sure you know that when I'm slandering you tooth and nail to the cross, I'm gonna pin you to the fucking cross, little bit.
He literally used the word slander. Did I not tell y'all this is a 10 of hearts year? The year of direct confrontation. Did the cards not tell you this was coming? Direct confrontation. Akademiks got slapped. And they slapped all the legal sense out this stupid motherfucker. He's over here talking about taking payola. Now he's admitting he's going to slander. So if he actually does slander, and he will, because he'll forget he said all this. He'll forget he said all this. If he does, when he does, old boy is gonna have a suit because of what he just admitted.
Baby, because your motherfucking nigga that you thought you could backdoor me, if you gonna squash it, nigga. Or if you gonna be on some nigga, yo, keep your security and your gun up, tell me that, nigga. But don't do no pussy shit like, oh, we cool, and then have your man do some shit. Fuck him. And I'm gonna tell you this, I'm gonna take it out on you. Your money not good over here, and I'm gonna spend that money pretty good.
Your money not good over here, and I'm gonna spend it pretty good. I took 30,000, now I won 300. I'm about to make it make this motherfucker throwing numbers. Hey dog, they slapped the dog shit out this boy. He can't even think straight. Old boy must have slapped the common sense out of you, Akademiks.
I'm gonna cut this stream off of that. But remember this, because you almost got away with this little comeback. But now when niggas see when I'm stepping on you, and this is, I've never had more dedication than this. You either gonna be a little Dirk, or your ass gonna be cooked, nigga. Fuck all that shit, nigga. And stop being scared of 4PF. Remember,
Question, does this act intimidate anybody? Is anybody intimidated by this short little football shake nigga right here talking tough?
I told you that. Lil Baby, fuck you, fuck this nigga, and fuck everything y'all niggas got going on. Your money's no longer good over here.
Your money's no longer good over here.
I'm stepping on everything that you got going on. Let's see how that works. You niggas paid me 30 bands. I never paid you pussy ass niggas for nothing. You paid me to step off your product. Y'all nigga paid me.
Y'all paid me. So there you have it. This stupid motherfucker just said, y'all paid me. Y'all see that? See, the reason why, payola is illegal. And it's been illegal since 1934. In 1934, federal law came up with the Communications Act of 1934. And that law was for DJs, radio stations, or influencers must announce sponsorship for on-air content, must announce where if they got money, they must announce it. That has been federal law since 1934. Samuel said, hoes never decline money. Real talk. So he broke a law that's been on the books for damn near a century. Crazy part about it is responsibility cuts both ways. What he just did, he also put it on the line for Lil Baby for paying him and the other companies that he mentioned, because we wouldn't know other companies were involved if Akademiks didn't say other companies were involved. See, this is why you don't do business with suckers. That's why you keep a distance from weirdos. This weirdo didn't know to just shut his monkey ass up about taking money. Somebody said, please don't take his mic or let him keep talking. Right. Let this fool keep talking. My dad always said a fool always make a mistake. I remember when we were kids and somebody had stole something. And my dad was like, look, man, you don't have to be the one that's going to go to jail over a fool. My father and my Uncle Moon would always tell me, rest in peace, Uncle Moon. My father got the statement from Uncle Moon. He'd always say, a fool always makes a mistake. Just sit back and allow a fool to be a fool. A fool is going to trip himself up every single time. So that's life game to you young brothers out there and sisters, men and women out there listening to me. You ain't always got to be the one to teach the lesson. When it comes to a fool is going to backdoor themselves into a lesson. No point of you going to jail and crashing out to teach it. I thank God for being raised around solid black men, you know? So, when it comes to the Communications Act of 1934, that's been tested already, and it also applies to YouTube, podcasts, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok. If somebody is paying you to give an opinion on their music, that must be disclosed. I can say quite honestly, y'all listen to my Incense and Ashtray show? I talk music all the time. I've never been paid a dime to talk music. Don't nobody pay me shit. I tell y'all what I think is hot, what I think is not. And people have reached out to me. Hey, DeJuan, I give you some money to promote the song. And 10 times out of 10 so far, I will listen to that song and that shit's corny. It's whack. But there also been times that, I say 9 times out of 10, because one time out of 10 I will promote. But I don't take no money to do it. If I think some shit is hot, we'll talk about it. But if your shit is whack, you can't pay me to promote a whack song. But that's because I love music. Music is my heart and soul. Music, this is my culture. This isn't his culture. This isn't Akademiks' culture. So, let's talk about payola. And you can find an in-depth version. I'm going to give you a synopsis of what's in this book right here, The Death of Rhythm and Blues. I'm going to give you, there's a chapter on payola, and what I'm about to teach you right now, I learned in this book. Let me see. Where is it at? I thought I had a part bookmarked. I thought I had it bookmarked, but obviously I don't. So let me here it is. This is the picture of Frankie Crocker right here. In this part of the book, they talk about it. Frankie Crocker is all the way on the left. He looks like an Indian. I'll put a picture of him up. I can't find the part I was looking for, so I was off the top of my head. I thought I had something else bookmarked. My bad. So y'all just got to hear the top of my head version, because the part what I had bookmarked ain't there, and I'm not about to look for it. In the 70s, there was a major crackdown on the radio industry. This goes in concert and in alignment with what they were doing in the music industry. The mid 70s, they were changing the sound of American music, specifically Black American music. And what they did was they targeted the record labels, and they started taking a lot of the soul out of the music, the soul lyrics. They removed the soul lyrics. They started changing up the instrumentation, and they started buying up a lot of Black-owned record labels. A lot of your Black-owned record labels. This is Frankie Crocker. See, Akademiks, had you listened to a real nigga like me, you'd have known better. You could have gotten one of these history lessons. Don't he look Indian to you? Don't he look Native American to you? I don't look like African. I look like somebody that's from here. Well, Frankie Crocker was the most powerful man in radio. If you wanted a hit, if you wanted your album to be a hit, you had to go up there and deal with Frankie Crocker in New York. Frankie Crocker used to rap in his music. Frankie Crocker, when he introduced a song, Frankie Crocker was somebody that really, really, really was the most important man in music. But he had taste. He had soul. And America wanted to break Frankie Crocker's influence. When we talk about DJs, I need all you hip-hop niggas to listen to me and listen to me good. All of your DJs, from DJ Hollywood to Disco King Mario to Kool Herc Grandmaster Flash, they all grew up listening to him. DJs have always been some of the most powerful people in music. It didn't start with hip hop. So when they started breaking Black radio in the 70s, Frankie Crocker was the primary target. And they caught him taking money to play music. Now they got some white DJs. They got some other Black DJs. None of the white DJs went to jail. None of the white DJs got what Frankie Crocker got. They eventually dropped the jail time. They eventually dropped the criminal record. They didn't give him a convention. They didn't put anything on his criminal record. But what they did do was they took all of his power. They took all of his power. He no longer was able to do radio, at least in the immediate. He came back to radio way, way, way later. But he was taken off the radio. And that's when Black radio stations did the dumb shit that niggas are doing today. And they acquiesced to white power. When Frankie Crocker, the most powerful man in music, was taken out of his position, sponsors told Black radio, hey, stop it with the personality DJ talk. The personality DJ, they talk. This is a hip trip. Come on down a trip. And they do all that rapping and shit. And really, that's how American DJing was. You rapped, you rhymed. You had personality. People fell in love with the DJs. Well, after Frankie Crocker scandal, Black radio stations started going to a more formal, more white format. They pulled back the personality jocks and brought in the just regular speaking black folks. Hey, this is Smooth Kevin calling you right now. You about to listen to some George Benson. And the industry started going away from funk as we get into the early 80s and more into this straight ahead Negro sound, that was an imitation of yacht rock. So they started bringing in yacht rock, replacing black music on black stations with Steely Dan, with Hall & Oates, with Michael McDonald. You start seeing that yacht rock white folks doing black music era coming in during this time. And it was good music too. I'm not hating on it. I like Phil Collins. Ooh, yeah, I wish it would rain down on me. Ooh, yes, I wish it would rain. But Phil Collins' musicians was Earth, Wind, and Fire. Fact. So during this time, they're bringing in these white-sounding black acts. Black acts started sounding white. You started getting stuff like this cheesy black music. And I love Quincy Jones and James Ingram, but dedicate her favorite song. Nigga white music is what I'm trying to say. Black, and then black acts like Don Blackman were set aside and marginalized. They made a whole move on black music around Frankie Crocker getting pushed out. You know what I mean? They made a whole move on our sound. Like artists like Don Blackman couldn't get no play. Shit like, no, not that. They said, nah, we ain't playing that. They said, we ain't playing this. This here? Ain't nobody else in the room. You couldn't hear that no more because they removed cats like Frankie Crocker. And music like this. That got replaced with this. That got replaced with this. We're in this love together. You see? Do you hear? Do you hear? Do you hear? That's how the edge in black music got taken off. They used payola to take out the best, the tastemakers. See, that song is called High by Sky. That song is called High by Sky. And what they did was that sound got that hardcore hip hop sound, that hardcore funk sound got moved into hip hop. And that song, this song right here, that's Sky. Too Short took it. That's Too Short's version, short but funky. The hardcore black, authentically funky sound got snatched right from under our feet because of the payola scandal. And that got replaced with this. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. But they purposely whitened black music, and black DJs, black radio station owners fell for the trick. Black DJs and radio stations fell for the trick. And all of this happened when Frankie Crocker was removed. And because what happened was they used Frankie Crocker as an example to all you niggas. It was like, yeah, if we can get Frankie, we can get all y'all. You did? So whereas when we're talking about that time, this is where music is going in the early 80s. Black music. This is what we doing. That's what we doing. But like I said, a lot of that stuff, it got purposely pushed out the way. It got purposely pushed out the way. And it went from that to this.
Let me put my arms around you. This was meant to be.
Again, still better than anything out today. Still better than anything out today. But the chat room, I've been looking at the chat. Do y'all hear how the sound got whitened up? Do y'all not hear that? I'm looking at the chat now. I haven't been looking for the last 15 minutes because I've been doing all this shit off memory. I thought I had notes, but chat. I'm looking at the chat now. Can y'all hear how the sound was? Do y'all hear how the sound was mellowed out and cleaned up? And you see how they took the stank off of it? Again, I'm not criticizing because all music has its place. But the issue is the industry did not let these sounds run concurrently. Black people never said we don't want to hear this anymore.
Say oops.
You know what I mean? We never said no more of this. That's how we make our music. We like that edge. We love that edge. And we like the other stuff too. But we didn't want My father-in-law produced that song Penny Lover. And I remember one time we had a conversation. He said, man, my favorite music to produce was funk. Like one of the one, like this is what come on now. This is what James Carmichael wanted to produce. More of this. That's what he wanted to produce. And he loved producing it. But he said, this is what paid.
Cause you know just what to say. And you know just
Same producer. Same producer. Same producer.
I can see it in your smile.
Same producer. Why am I saying all this? I'm saying all this because in the past, they used the payola scandal to usher in a death of a particular style of black music that we love the most. Now, hip hop continued it through samples. But they took that through payola. That's how damaging payola hurt black music. Chat room, let me know if you need any more clarity. Have I proven my point so far? I'll open up the phone lines a little bit later, but chat room, so far, have I proven my point on how payola was one of the factors? Payola wasn't the only factor, but payola was a major factor in changing up the black American sound. Have I proven my point so far? I want to make sure I'm clear. All right, cool. So we clear? So yeah, and you know people are gonna be, and salute to all the other content creators that are listening to you, not you that are listening to me right now, that are gonna find a way to take what I'm saying right now and integrate it into what you do. Fat Joe, I heard what you said on that interview with French Montana. You gonna say you got it from somewhere else. That's fine. I'll be here. So, how does that play out today? How does that play out today? How that plays out is you see here that somebody said record labels created payola. No, record labels did not create payola. The mob created payola. Okay? Anybody that got a screen name spelled in gangster, you need to listen double. Because most of you niggas wasn't in class when you was in school. Come listen to a learned nigga, all right? Don't talk right now. Listen to the real OG talk and tell you what it is. So you can learn something, nigga. That's what my grandfather say, loin. Old niggas didn't say learn. Old black men said loin. Are you talking about loins? Nah, loin. So the reason why that makes this mean something is this. You're seeing that Akademiks is one of the most influential people in music to the younger generation. That's just a fact. We don't have to like him. We don't have to agree with him. But fact of the matter is, his opinions carry a lot of weight. There's no way he would be getting offered $30,000 to not trash an album if his opinions didn't hold weight. His opinions hold weight. But listen to what he's weighing in on. This is the dude that played a major part in the Kendrick Drake battle last year, 2 years ago. Remember Dave Free even said it? They were like, they said when they talked to him, they were like, they asked him, is you getting paid? Like, what's up? So we see right now what I've been telling y'all the whole time. These industry folks are all on the same team. And you can't trust what they're talking about. Anything mainstream, any of that, you can't trust none of it. You can't trust none of it. You can't trust none of it. You got to trust your own ears, man. And one thing I love about the Gen Z ain't really messing with hip hop like that no more, man. Gen Z ain't messing with hip hop. Gen Z is back to regional. Down south, they doing Southern Soul. In LA, it's all about the jazz, baby, in LA. I be seeing these young cats at Blue Note Jazz Club with artists that are in their age range. Man, it's beautiful to watch. It is absolutely beautiful to watch. This how you know. Let me send this. Just do this. There we go. This is how you know Gen Z is on to something different. I went to go see, this was last week at the Blue Note. This was the Blue Note last week. Full of Gen Z. And then I went again this past Sunday to see Stanley Clarke, the legendary Stanley Clarke. And all of his musicians are Gen X. Cameron Graves on piano. He got Gen X musicians. I'm not Gen X, millennials. All of his musicians are millennials. All millennial musicians. And a third of this crowd was millennial. And some Gen Z. Stanley Clarke comes from the 70s. Not Weather Report, Chick Corea. Y'all know what band I'm talking about with Chick Corea, Spain and all that. I'm drawing a blank. That's Stanley Clarke, 74 years old, sounding like he did 50 years ago on Spain with Chick Corea. And you're seeing, this is what you're seeing. I'm at Blue Note, and if you're ever in LA, head down to Blue Note Los Angeles. The hottest new, I'm not supposed to say coming, the hottest new jazz club in LA. And LA is full of jazz clubs all over. It ain't just here. LA jazz scene is real. It is real. Y'all need to head out. And it's really Gen Z and millennials are the main ones behind the revival in the sound. So this how you know people like Akademiks is out of touch. Where's that video? Let me see if I can find it. Why is this dude talking on Black American music? He don't know what the fuck he talking about. Listen to this shit. Listen to this right here.
Baby and young boy, nigga. Young boy was in a shootout at 16, nigga. In a drive-by when his man's got shot in the neck. That's how he got on 10-year probation. This is why we gotta be comparing niggas to young boy. That's why I think young boy think these niggas pussy. What the fuck has Baby ever done? You never heard nothing he ever done. You heard his mans did it. Like, Baby is a bitch. Everybody know Baby never did nothing in his life, nigga. Like, Baby never even broke a traffic law. Like, Baby and young boy, nigga. Young boy was in a shootout at 16, nigga. In a drive-by when his man's got shot in the neck.
He's talking about young boy and his shooting, not his music. You know how many shootings blues artists, funk artists, R&B artists were in back in the day? Shootings, ass whoopings. And furthermore, NBA Youngboy is not a rapper. They always want to put him in hip hop. Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. NBA Youngboy is not hip hop. NBA Youngboy is not hip hop. He's a blues artist. He's a country western artist. That boy is a blues country western artist.
I got feel in my soul. They say that he ain't gonna be here long. I see myself on top of the mountain. I'm smoking strong, I'm keeping strong. No more riding with that window.
Now, I can't stand that sound. I hate auto-tune with a passion. But the lyrical content of his music is blues, country, western. But you got to be somebody really tapped into Black American musical traditions to point that out.
I need to talk to Mike Lowry.
Songs like Through the Storm.
Ain't no going back, you know I'm gonna keep it coming. Ain't no time to waste, a nigga play, we gon' burn him.
I hate the sound. I'm not going to sit here and act like I can listen to more than 30 seconds of NBA Youngboy. I can't. But this isn't hip. This shit here is something new. This is not Nas. This ain't. Can you listen to that shit and put it in the same category as to what Common was doing? What Nas is doing? You can't compare the two. This isn't hip hop. This is something totally different. These kids are on to something totally new. Songs like Lonely Child.
Play that shit on TNT. I just wanna be loved.
D-Mac on the fucking track.
You don't know about him?
This man talking about I just want to be loved. That's blues, nigga. You can't categorize that with this.
California lifestyle, you wanna roll with me? I could take you in and out and where it's gonna be. Now,
Them is two totally different vibes, man. Completely. That's a good one, Biz Marti. Emo blues, right. It's NBA Youngboy is tapping into a different area of the human experience than rap hip hop. Rap hip hop tapped into the mind. He's tapping into the heart, like the blues. And I had somebody, and for you old niggas, one place that you will not be able to hate on the younger generation is through me and my channel. You're not gonna come to me and be like, well, them kids are just stupid. I'm gonna look at you. Like, okay, what the fuck have you shown them then so they're not stupid? This is not the channel to bash on the young generation. I will not take it. I hate it when the adults did that to me when I was 15 and 20. I ain't gonna let you do it to the 15 and 20-year-olds. Not on this channel. But I want to start, I'm opening the phone line, and I want to hear what some of y'all think about what's going on. Adults, we don't have to like what the youngsters like. We're probably not going to like a lot of what the youngsters like. But we do got to give them respect. Especially somebody like an NBA young boy, not mainstream, selling out basketball stadiums. I know the young generation got a lot going wrong. Of course, it's a lot of things we don't like about the younger generation. But guess what? It ain't like our generation solved the problem. So if you didn't solve the problem, how in the hell you gonna shit on a teenager for not solving the problem? That's stupid. Somebody said, but the youngsters don't respect you either. What? They respect me? Hey, Piper, if the youngsters don't respect you, it's because it's probably something that you doing that they see through. The youngsters don't respect fake. They don't. They don't want respect people say, hey, you need to pull your pants up. Then they see images of you back in the 80s with your pants not pulled up. The youngsters, I find they probably don't respect you. I get a lot of respect from the youngsters. I've never had issues with the young generation. They listen to me all the time. Because I lead with respect. Now, one thing I like about the young generation, and y'all call in 323-705-5150. The young generation, you know what I think about them? They don't just respect you because of you're an elder. And I'm cool with that. I'm going to tell you off the top. Yeah, them cats under 25, 20, they don't respect you just because you older than them. And I'm cool with that. Why should they respect somebody that's older than them that don't like them? If they feel in the energy that you don't like them, why in the hell should they respect you? You don't get respect just because you old. Most old black people be misleading young black people anyway. Y'all be saying dumb shit like, well, if you just pull your pants up, get a job, get an education, everything gonna be all right. Why should a 25-year-old who can't even get a job at McDonald's because it's a bunch of 40, 60-year-old illegals in those jobs, why should they listen to you if you're repeating the same shit that didn't work for us? Just go, you get an education, you pull your pants up, show some respect, and pull your pants up, and turn the music down, and go to school, and you get yourself a good job, and you gonna be okay, get some retirement. Man, these kids ain't gonna have no goddamn retirement Social Security when they 60 years old. And then you get these old niggas, but they don't. Why don't these kids respect me? I told them they can get a job down at the factory. If they just get themselves a factory job, they gonna be all right. Nigga, they ain't no more goddamn factory job. What the fuck is you talking about? What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Thoughts. I'm calling from Phoenix, but I'm out of Long Beach.
Phoenix out of Long Beach. What's on your mind?
Hey, so I was listening to you about the DJ Akademiks, and he a cool ball to me too. But I kind of had some questions. I had a question for you.
Yeah.
So, I thought payola was like when you pay DJs to promote your music, right? Now, what it sounds like DJ Akademiks did, he took money not to crap on Lil Baby music. You know what I mean? Would that still be considered payola?
Yeah.
Because what I was thinking is, because when I was looking at the definition of payola, because I wanted to make sure, you know, I didn't really see that part of it. It kind of sounds like when he said, you know, hey, now you pay me $30,000 not to shit on you, because he always talking about Lil Baby. I ain't gonna give you no bad promotion, but if you want me to stop talking, you got to pay me more. That sounds like extortion.
That's definitely extortion, but it is both. It's that's extortion, and also when he said that, I said, remember he said that I took the 30. I'm just going off what Akademiks said. I took the 30 grand,
Okay.
and I heard some good tracks, and I said some good things about it, and he played it. That's promotion.
Right, but now, but again, not just saying what he could probably say is, you know, he always talked about Lil Baby in a bad way, but some songs he still gave credit to even before that whole situation. Like, he been talking about Lil Baby for a minute.
All that you talking about is something that is a good argument. Had this fool not gone on camera and said I got paid $30,000 to not talk about it. If this doesn't happen, yeah, what you're saying is true. Look, well, this one you not just you, but people out there gotta understand. Oftentimes, when we hear things, we make all these other stories up and these caveats and technicalities and what if. You ain't gotta do all that. The court is gonna look at what was said. When that's all that matters. What did this fool say on camera? He came out the bag, didn't have a gun on his head. He wasn't under duress. He wasn't influenced. He volunteered. $30,000, $30,000, $30,000 to not cripple your album. $30,000, and I said some good things. Next time it's gonna cost $300,000. There's nothing to overthink here.
Yeah. No, I'm only saying that because I'm not gonna lie. Like, I never listened to DJ Akademiks, especially when that Kendrick and Drake beef stuff was going on. He was one of the main dudes out there that kind of was like, literally, like, you catch him on live stream pumping up Drake, and then Kendrick came out, and then he covered that. You know what I'm saying? So I did listen to a lot of DJ Akademiks. You know what I mean? Sometimes he goofy. He do got that little tether mid to it. But I listen to a lot of people that I don't always agree with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just kind of a form of entertainment. So I'm only saying that. I'm not really coming up with a caveat. But him and Lil Baby deep been going on for a long, long time. You know what I'm saying? So he does have a history of just dogging him out, even though he was saying good. Like, that's what he does. It's what he does. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about Kendrick. Always signed with Drake, but he still gave Kendrick his props when it came to certain music.
Yeah.
So,
I'm saying
I'm not.
I gotta take the next call, but all I'm saying, all that's cool
Right,
if he ain't talking about taking $30,000. All that other stuff go out the window.
Right.
All right.
Appreciate having me on.
Yes,
man.
sir. Yeah, you ever talking about taking $30,000? Then, if y'all go back to the whole Kendrick Drake beef, remember how much he was dissing Kendrick, but then there's a part to where he accidentally showed his screen of most played songs, and Not Like Us was his most played song. When Akademiks accidentally showed what he was listening to, Not Like Us was #1, and like another Kendrick song was like #3. But if you listen to him talk, he was saying something totally different. That implies payola. We don't have no proof, so we can't say it. Now we can say payola because he said it. What's up, Carl? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, brother, how you doing? It's different from Illinois, man. From the East St. Louis area. How it's going, brother?
Yes, sir. What's on your mind, brother?
It comes to Akademiks. He was never a big impact. He was just there. The main reason why he got the impact he did because the main media played a part pushing him up front. I noticed when it comes to our culture, they always push the foreigners up front, and that's what it was. Because you had Dominus Live and other people. You had that one brother from Detroit too. I forgot his name, but it was people like him. But it's the main media. They push Akademiks. They played it's a lot played when it comes to YouTube. They even did it in the early, they even did it in the early 2010s. They always played a big part and bringing in foreigners, but we didn't see it at the time. But that's the reason why he's in the position he is in now. That's why hip hop sucked, because a lot of people like him got the say so because the dominant society put them in that position. They know who to put in there. He was never a big influence. It's even my cousins. They love Young Boy. But they don't even like.
It's a both end. We all understand that it's a both end. We all understand that they put him in position. But yes, no, he's still very much so definitely influential. I ain't gonna take that away from him. Can't do that.
Yeah,
yes, he was put in.
Was put in by the
yes, he was put in. No, we don't like him. But it's a you gotta understand, Tether's buy music too. And they're gonna be the one, he is who they're gonna listen to. He may not be that much
that
influential.
Was gonna be my next thing I was gonna say.
I gotta take some more calls, but thanks for that.
But I got one more thing to say, brother. I got one more thing to say. Plus, I got one more thing to say. It's not with that, but I've been watching your show for a while. I was wondering if I could be a mod.
What's your name in the chat?
Mark 64.
Yeah, you've been calling in for a while. Okay, I'll see what I can do. I don't really mod. I'll be modding up from my phone because on my computer I'm on a third-party program and I can't add mods from my computer. If I went to the YouTube page, but I'm never on the YouTube page. I'm on it, but when I'm on my phone, I got you.
All right, dog.
All right,
dog. Yeah. Holla.
Mm-hmm. So, of course, they put him up front. Of course, yes. The people did not choose Akademiks. He was doing some damn Chirac shit. And they saw that, okay, this is a musty Tether that likes to talk shit and show the worst of black society. Let's hire him over here at Complex Magazine, sit him next to Joe Budden for mainstream validity, because Joe Budden was the hottest podcast, still kind of is, but at the time, 2016, the hottest podcast out there. Let's put him next to Joe Budden, and let's bring him into the music. You got to ask yourself, how do you go from reporting on murders in Chicago to being someone that becomes a primary voice for black music? But we got to understand that cause and effect, that still has an effect. And the effect is he then starts to have influence and sway of people's opinions. That's why Kendrick's people went and talked to him at that concert in Detroit. That's why he's getting $30,000 and to not say nothing bad about an album. That's why he has he has direct contact with Drake, even though Drake shits on him every chance that he gets. There are real world consequences for these people that they put on. Which takes me to my other point I want to make. And what I wanted is taken away. The part that what I thought I had. Hold on, my shit got taken down. That leads me to this right here. I'll take this phone call, then I'll get to my next topic. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Word is Bond. What's good? I'm calling from out of New York, Harlem.
Word is Bond. What's on your mind, brother?
Nah, I was listening to what you were saying, and when I was on YouTube, I seen somebody playing that clip that you was mentioning about Akademiks with taking money from Lil Baby and stuff, and that's the first thing I thought about also. And I also seen the interview with him and ASAP Rocky, and he mentioned that ASAP Rocky brought up like people used to give you money to play their records or something like that, and he actually said, yeah, I used to do that back in the day. And this is on ASAP Rocky interview. So he actually blew his cover twice. He actually mentioned that he used to do it, and he just mentioned that he still did it with Lil Baby. So he definitely
you know what that implies to me, brother? That implies to me that he's down, that they're still down with him. He not only got caught with that, he had the situation with that girl that got touched in his house. Remember last year, some woman in the background that his homeboys that allegedly they accused of sexual improprieties. He's done a few things that should have got him taken out, and he's still here. So to me, that just really shows he's the voice that they want out there. You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure. And I'm gonna get to another thing. Academics was on this show like, yo, I ain't never see somebody get smacked and then go home and get on get on camera, whatever, and then get hyped like they about to fight, taking off your chain at a camera in your house, like, yo,
you right. That dude really, he got super smacked. He was like, nigga stumbled and ran. It was like, remember Dragonfly Jones on Martin? He get beat up, be stumbling around, and then want to fight the person over here. Like, come on. Like, no, that nigga hit you, not him.
Nah, that's a fact, bro. That's like somebody getting smacked, right, or getting punched in the face, and then a person at the outside laughing, and you want to be like, yo, I'll fight you. Like, bro, I'm not the one who hit you. He the one who smacked you. You need to take your problem up with him. What you coming at me for?
You know, the issue with this, brother, is this. People will watch that and still be like, yeah, nah, Akademiks is still right, though, man. He didn't want none. You know, it wasn't fair. He need to go ahead and fight Lil Baby instead, man. It's a certain, like, you got people that it'd be funny as hell that won't see through the nonsense. And they'll, like, really be like, nah, Akademiks is still right, though.
Nah, not even. Because you know what? Let's say, like, bro, hypothetically, like, I'm Lil Baby, right? And just to say, Lil Baby in the street, he don't want to, put his hands on Act, right? But let's say Lil Baby got nephews and stuff like that, little cousins and stuff. Yo, you think they don't want to put hands and feet on Act? Okay, yo, bro, you don't listen, bro. You talking crazy about somebody that's feeding my cousin. When I see you, I'm gonna smack you. No talking. And I'm your age, academic. So what's up? Like, and all that, and that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you got smacked. You like how you get smacked and you still in your car and you go send your security to see who smacked you, and then the security come back. Like, number one, bro, you got security. Like, bro, why you got security? Yo, pop off, bro. Like, what's going on? Like, there's no way.
That's how you know you're fraud,
like,
man.
I don't even.
But
big fraud.
I got another call
fraud.
coming through, man. Thanks for giving us a call.
You know it.
Fuck boy. That takes me to this topic. We're talking about people who are planted. Chat room, I need y'all help. Who is this nigga? I'm gonna get right to you, caller. I'm gonna take this call. While I'm taking this call, I need y'all to tell me who this cat is, this Deontay Kyle cat. Cause the last 6 months, I would say probably since the summertime, this dude stays in my Facebook feed and I don't subscribe to him. And he always saying some real airhead shit. You know, I'm cautious because of, you know, we talk about academics sort of coming out of nowhere. We saw what happened with Anton Daniels, you know, for his right-wing politics. Usually when you have a nigga like this that's everywhere out of nowhere, I don't know. I need y'all help because it sounds like a lot of Democrat agenda stuff coming for this brother. So he's somebody who I want to keep an eye out on as we move forward. And I'm going to talk more about it after this call. What's up, caller? What's the name? Where you calling from?
What's going on, Dwan? John calling from South Carolina by way of Baltimore, Maryland.
From Baltimore. What's on your mind, brother?
What's going on, man? I got two quick questions for you, or one a little bit longer. First one is, I'm a young man myself. I'm about to be 25 in a couple months. I was thinking about, mentoring, young boys, teenagers, and everything like that, particularly black. But whoever else could get in, that wouldn't necessarily be a problem too. But I want to know how, since I'm kind of fairly new in the state and been here for a little bit over a year, and I don't really know too many people like that down here, and I don't really have any school connections. How could I go about doing that and getting venues and any kind of logistics that would go along with, trying to gather kids, reaching out to parents, and having little lectures and everything like that, really putting them on some good information.
You got to gain credibility first. And what I would do if I were you, I don't know what you do, what kind of work field you do, but I would go in and working at the department. If you got in California, we call it the Department of Mental Health, and they have a lot of companies that subcontract under them, doing that kind of work, case management positions, like all kind of facilitators for wraparound services. You got a lot of. I'm not sure how it is in South Carolina, but there's money in the mental health field. I would go and work in one of those jobs, or get into coaching for an established organization. You got to really you don't want to just go right into it. You want to start by being around an established organization, so you sort of see how the process and how it's done, and then from your experience, you break out into your own and really get it cracking. But most people aren't going to just send the kids to a program. They kind of want to have some kind of. I used to use my day job. I used to do what I do with my day job, and then do some stuff on Saturdays. On the side of that, but use my day job for instant credibility, and also to know how to structure this kind of stuff. And I was around your age when I started work. I was a little older than you, about 27 when I started working for the Department of Mental Health. So this is the perfect time.
Okay. And I do have a career in engineering, but I do, on the side, I'm, running online digital business.
Let me help you out. Now you told me you're an engineer, coaching. Do you play any sports?
No.
So if you don't do sports, then you will have to then do something that's in your field, some sort of training in your field. That'll be the next thing. Setting up engineering tutoring camp. Set up a tutoring camp. And then start online and do it, because as your engineering is your credibility, so let that be your credibility and do it within alignment of that.
Okay. And my last question, I'll make this real quick. On the content side of things, I'm about to start streaming and hosting live shows weekly. I want to do two, one more kind of business and tech oriented AI and everything like that. One more serious, and then one later in the week that's kind of more casual. Maybe speak on some trending topics, not necessarily goofy. Give our own perspective on it, but a little bit more relaxed to kind of take an ease off that. Since I'm gonna be starting off and I really don't have a super big audience, like let's say on YouTube, for example, if I just hit the button right now, what's the best way to host a whole hour-long segment where I probably won't have many people interacting with me?
Let me tell you right now, just do it.
Yes, sir.
People probably ain't gonna listen to you for 2 years. You gotta be okay with that. You just gotta keep doing it every week, and they'll find you. Especially, and just keep learning the algorithm. Just learn it. Go on the AIs and learn the algorithm. Learn how it works. And the only thing you can do is just do it. That's literally all you can do. My mod Butter Love in there, she was listening to me back in 2018 before I got on the YouTube. When my two mods, Butter Love and Reggie Edwards, they were listening to me. They were 2 of 3 in my chat for 2 years. I would be happy if I had 20 people in my chat in 2019 when I was doing this on Facebook, and that was a year in. So you just gotta push. There's no shortcut.
All right. Thank you.
All right, man.
I really do appreciate it.
Yes, sir. You have a good one.
You too.
Samurai Cam says, salute to me in the chat. I appreciate the super chat, brother. So let's get back to this guy. This Deontay Kyle guy. I always see him in the algorithm.
And you're trying to breathe a white man's air, go to the tallest mountain with the shortest gun and give yourself one to the jump.
Oh, please. Coonism is much like Christianity in the sense that if you really study and become astute, it will undo your ideology. So the study of theology oftentimes leads most people. when people go to school and study theology, they oftentimes don't go into the church. They oftentimes go into the world and leave religion alone as a whole. Because when you are studious and you understand the history of things, you understand how it currently plays into what you are seeing and what is being practiced today, and you also understand the effects of these practices historically and how they affect you present day. And oftentimes the evolution that people see in religion is dropping your religion as a whole. That's the only way to evolve it. Now, Coons, on the other hand.
See, I played that part for a reason, because that's how he first got my attention. He talks a lot of pro-black stuff. But then he'll turn around and talk about, but we don't need reparations.
They can join the Black Panthers. And then what?
Yeah.
And then what? Because it's not like you're going to do anything. This is another way of seeing black people as to be in service. I'll join your organization as long as you will protect me.
I don't have a lot of bad things to say about this dude yet, because he does say some good things, But the brother just came out of nowhere. And I'm always cautious when brothers come out of nowhere. And when I heard him talk about black people don't need reparations, let me see if I can find that. Let's see if I can find that. Here.
To acknowledge the wrongdoing and repair. You know what I'm saying? Reparations is less about money and more about like, damn, you can't just fuck a nigga over for 400 years and then just be like, y'all straight? We good?
This is how I found out about him. Reparations is more than money. Anytime I hear a black person talking about we don't need money, that sounds like some Democrat shit right there.
Good now, right? Y'all free. Like, no, nigga, as soon as y'all free, does y'all put on black codes. So that's another. And then
I
Jim Crow, right into the war on drugs. That's another. Like, come on, cuz.
I would say reparations is I agree with you there. That like, and all niggas think like, who gonna get the checks? It's like, no, it's not that. It should just be like,
it's a gesture of repair.
It should be,
it should be taught.
It should be honestly like, as far as like a show of good faith, a project every, what I'm saying, like a very intention project in all our communities type shit. It's gonna sound crazy.
Like this sounds like confusion. This sounds like confusion. Then I'm gonna get to you in 1 second. Cause I see somebody in the chat saying that he said something about that they're Caribbean and they said something about Tariq. Yeah, somebody on my Facebook earlier told me he said something about Tariq. I didn't see that. I didn't see what he said about Tariq. I'm just always cautious when these people come out of nowhere, because especially on Facebook, I don't really see the dude's videos here on YouTube, but I see him on Facebook and I know how conservative Facebook is. So for me, it's like, what's going on here? I got my antennas up. What's up, Carter? What's up, Danny? What's on your mind?
It's not much. You're so funny because you had said that we get along, but I think you said I'm an 8 of clubs. But this is crazy because I was just on this thing. I saw something on him earlier and I sent it to Friday. And no, I'm not calling chat room because it's reparations, but it's interesting that Dewan brought this up and there's no consequences. And I'm just like, I heard what he said about Tariq, and that's why I sent it to Friday, because he was calling Tariq a fed and tracking his moves.
Oh, he was. He called Tariq a fed?
And he released it to his, he released it on YouTube, but it started on his Patreon. And he just took the clip from Patreon and put it on YouTube. But I'm seeing with other YouTubers, that's their way of getting their point across and talking about people. They do it on Patreon, and then every now and again they'll slip up and have it on YouTube for the wider audience. I found out about him because my coach was like, oh, listen to him because you love podcasts. And he had Amanda Seals on and he made her sound, lucid. And so I was like, okay. And then I listened to him again, and he had Monaleo on, and she was talking kind of crazy about Black Americans. And then something else he said just kind of didn't jive with me, and I didn't listen to him again. But he was on the Breakfast Club, and just what you were saying about ACT is they want this person here.
Oh, he's on
They're
a Breakfast
letting
Club?
them get their point across.
I know. Oh, if he's on a Breakfast Club, oh yeah, that's for sure. He they folks.
Well, see, I'm always tracking moves. I'm always tracking numbers. I'm always watching behind the scenes. I'm always researching. So I just watch how people move and what they say and what they don't say and read between the lines.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thanks for that, Dana. Because I didn't know he's. I didn't know he's
You're
on Breakfast
welcome.
Club.
Oh, wait, I wanted to say something about ACT.
Go ahead.
He's a bitch. I can't stand the way these men, Amazing Lucas, Deontay Kyle, Akademiks, I can't stand the way they say nigga.
Yeah,
it's just like something nasty is in their mouth and they just trying to get it out. But yeah, he's a tool and he's just, waiting for his opportunity to be broken.
That's real talk. Okay. You always give me some information, Dana. Thank you for that.
All right, bye.
All right, bye-bye. And this nigga look crazy.
But fuck the streets cannot just be a motto.
What's wrong with the nigga?
It requires actions of repair. If it's really fuck the streets, you got to go back and fix what you ruined. How many niggas have slid to your music? How many niggas is stuck in the streets? And
I agree with that. You said you attacked me. Tariq and Blue Pill were talking about Deion. They were talking on Deion on his thread. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, tag me in that. Tag me in that. Yeah, like that Amazing Lucas dude. That weirdo. Gonna say something about me. Looking like an abandoned hamster. Yeah, that dude, Deontay Kyle does have, I've seen some stuff where he does have good points, but I'm going to tell y'all, I'm pretty sure Larry's gone because Larry's probably back at work, but Larry will tell y'all, when Shannon Sharp, let's go back to 2016, 17. Who remembers when Shannon Sharp got with Skip on that show? The first 6 months or year they were together. Do y'all remember Shannon Sharp sounding like Akademiks? This nigga Shannon Sharp in 2016 was sounding like Medgar Martin X Evers, goddamn Huey Newton. He was sounding like Ida B, Fannie Lou, Huey Newton, goddamn Evers King X. And I remember telling Larry back in 2016, 2017, but I was able to see it more clear then because it was on Fox. I know how Fox works. Fox is a network. They work on building their audience up through black. And then when they get their market share, boom. They did that back with their Fox 11, Fox TV. Married with Children was a show created by a black man. And it was then it was primarily, you had The Simpsons, but it's primarily In Living Color that really blew Fox up into a network. It was the In Living Color halftime show during the Super Bowl when it outdid the Super Bowl, which made the NFL the following year get Michael Jackson to do the Super Bowl party. That happened through Fox, through In Living Color, do the In Living Color NFL Super Bowl halftime show. That was one of the funniest episodes of In Living Color too. That's how Fox builds things. Let's get all the black people's attentions. Hell, Fox was behind that defunct sorry ass app Caffeine. Y'all remember when that show I used to be on, Craig, when they went to Caffeine and killed the whole goddamn show? All that black content on Caffeine, that was Fox. Do y'all know that? So when I saw Shannon Sharp coming up sounding like Akademiks, I was like, man, this is only gonna last until they get their market share. And once they get their market share, they're going to be cooning it out. So that's one thing black people got to understand. Remember, I'll give right to you, caller, the Breakfast Club. When the Breakfast Club had first started getting popular, you had Farrakhan, Dick Gregory, Umar, Tariq, Claude Anderson, everybody they know that the grassroots loves between 2016 and 2018. They had Farrakhan on twice. And then the minute the Breakfast Club got their market share, boom. No more Dick Gregory. Well, he's rest in peace now. But no, they didn't get it the last few years he lived. No more of the black nothing. So we got to understand that when they want to fool us, they're always going to put out things that they know we want to hear to get you to like a personality. Then once you really start liking that personality, then whoop-de-wamp, boom-de-bamp, here come the switch in the deck. That's just how it works. What's up, caller? What's the name? Where you calling from?
Hey, it's MDT from Richmond, California.
Yes, sir. What's on your mind?
That Dante dude, he was mirroring him from he was part of that. He was talking about. He was the dude that was talking about. Remember the mulatto chick? Her name Mulatto. That's her name. She had that Black American song.
Yeah.
She had all the Caribbeans and Africans in the back.
Yeah,
that was him. He was slamming Black Americans because they had Caribbeans and Africa, Pan Africans. She was trying to be Pan African. The Black Americans wasn't fooling. We wasn't fooling with it. We was not fooling with it at all. And he started defending her, and then they started like calling Black Americans and stuff, and talking about us, the FBAs, and saying we the FBIs and all that. And that's that dude. He's a clown, man. I don't like him, man. I'm glad Akademiks got slapped too. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, because when I saw I just look. This is one thing people got to realize. Ain't nobody cross-eyed gonna tell you nothing straight. Anton Daniels is cross-eyed. This nigga cross-eyed. That's God telling us. When God make a cross-eyed motherfucker, that's God saying, "Hey, look, I love humanity. I love all y'all, but don't listen to this nigga. He can't even see straight." Thanks for giving us a call, brother.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes, sir. And y'all can't look. People with a heavy lisp, like Shannon Sharp, got that heavy, thick-tongued ass lisp. That was God's way of saying, "Look, I'm not giving no downloads to this thick-tongued nigga." You see a heavy lisp or somebody that's cross-eyed, that ain't who you want to listen to. What's up, Myron? He says, great observation on Fox. Bait and switch on the entertainment level. That's exactly what they do. That's what they do. This nigga's cross-eyed. Ain't nobody cross-eyed. And no disrespect to the cross-eyed people. Look, I got love for cross-eyed people too. But cross-eyed people make good engineers. They make, you know, good, you know, typists, I guess, you know. They make good railroad workers. And you cross-eyed, I'm pretty sure you're a dope ass. You probably one of the best people down at your job at the county. Now, people that cross-eyed, those are city job niggas. You know what I mean? And city jobs make good money. It's not a good people that are cross-eyed. It's just that when it comes to talking to the masses, a cross-eyed nigga can't tell me shit. How you gonna tell me what you see when you not sure what you see? Are you looking this way? You looking that way? Which way you looking, nigga? But all I gotta say to that is just watch out. Like I said, I didn't even know a lot of the stuff. Y'all put me up on game with stuff about him saying about Tariq. But yeah, he said Debo is cross-eyed. Exactly. Of course Debo is cross-eyed. He was a bully. Wasn't nobody listening to Debo for no real advice. he whooped somebody's ass, but nobody trying to say, "Hey, Debo, what you think about this?" What happened? Because he's cross-eyed. What's up, Carter? What's the name? Where you calling from?
This is Dwan?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up, man? It's Myron Magnus, bro.
What's on your mama? Thanks for calling in, brother, and thanks for your Patreon and your donations on the super chats. Appreciate it, man.
No problem. Anytime. I listen to you every day, whenever you're on.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I just wanted to call in because earlier you was talking about how the young people should not be listening to the elders just because they're older, and I want to 100% second that because it drives me insane when we be knocking down the next generation.
Yeah.
And the thing is, whether it's the millennials, the Gen Zs, alphas, what I tell everybody is, you know how ridiculous you sound because that generation came from us. Generation X.
Yep.
The late millennials, the Gen Zs, alphas, those are our children.
Yep.
So if you're putting them down, you're knocking yourself down because the fruit don't fall too far from the tree.
Man, that's real talk.
Or reverse it, you could tell a tree by the fruit it bears. So anytime any of us are Gen X, because I have a joint I'm building called X2Z and Beyond, the honest communication to bridge the gap between generations. Anytime you knocking down the next generations behind us, you're really knocking down yourself and showing that you were unfit or whatever as a parent. And if you were somebody who didn't have kids, guess what? If you ever came out your mouth and said, it takes a village and all that, then you're still a part of it. It doesn't matter. The next generation is our children. We can't put that on the baby boomers before us. We can't put that on anybody. Those are our children. So like our old days used to say, you got to be 3 times better than a white man to get a fair shake. We should be putting that down and instilling that in them and talking them up. But we still making the same mistakes as the generations did before us. Because generations used to do that. The older generation was saying that about us.
They used to crap on us real bad. I remember that.
Right. And we're repeating the same things they did. So we can't act like we're better than them if we're doing making the same mistakes they made. So if any of y'all knocking Generation X is knocking the next generation, you ain't shit, and you're really shitting on yourself because those are our children. We had them, and they didn't ask to come into this earth. That's all I wanted to say. Keep doing your great job. I love you, champ. Stay up.
Likewise, my brother. I appreciate you, man.
No problem.
Yeah, the kids are a reflection of us, man. I recognize the youngsters' shortcomings, but I got respect for their shortcomings the same way I got respect for my own shortcomings because I know that as a culture, we in some crap right now and everything don't look good. So either I'm going to fix it or I'm going to shut up. What's up, Carter? What's the name? Where you calling from?
Good evening, Juan. This is Miss G from ATL.
Miss G from
right outside of it.
ATL. What's on your mind?
In Guisha County. We've spoken a couple, 2-3 times, but I always listen to you. But I just don't have I have a bad back.
Okay.
So we've spoken. My point is that I have a brilliant idea.
Let's hear
and it's lucrative.
What is?
I got a brilliant idea.
Okay.
I got a brilliant idea, but I'm a nobody, and I'm not trying to say I'm not a nobody because I'm a boss on my level. However, I'm not on that level to be a boss, but I see it. I see it in my vision, and I've been tapping in. I've been Star, Black Magic 363, Yaki, you name it. I'm in tune, but I got a brilliant idea. If you put your email address up there on the wall, I'll get it and I'll email you what my idea is, and we'll see.
Email me is just info or anything at DewanB.com. That's a catch-all.
Okay.
You can say damn you at anything at DewanB.com will come to me, but my primary is either contact at DewanB.com or info at DewanB.com.
Say less.
All right.
Good evening.
Thanks for giving us a call.
All right. Peace.
Do y'all know that I read cards, but I also read dice? Have I done any dice readings with y'all? I might do some dice readings on Patreon. The next card reading show we do on Patreon, We'll be reading what's going on. I'm gonna read some dice too. Most of you niggas don't even know you can read dice. Ask a question, bow! Get an answer. My chat room was full of a bunch of dickheads. Like Larry. Larry, I'll slap you. Hey, Dice. What Dice? What do you say about Larry? Oh, 5 and a 1. The Dice say Larry Goodwell is a bitch. What the fuck do you want, man?
Hey man, how you know it was me?
Cause this is my Skype system, my new system now on Zoom, and it got caller ID, motherfucker. Especially for people who call in. You called in before, so it had your name pop up, Pakistani Goodwell. Now what the fuck do you want?
Is that how you have my? Wait, hold on. Is that how you have my number stored?
Nah, nigga. The only thing that's gonna be stored is
Okay, all right. Well, you know better, because you know if you had my number stored like that, I was gonna kick your motherfucking ass, boy.
Nigga.
And you know it.
All right, I'm gonna change it to victim of the next ass whooping. It's gonna be your contact number in my phone from here on out.
Okay, all right. We'll do that then. Do that. That's an extra overhand right you have to deal with.
Nigga,
You son of a bitch.
Nigga, I dodge that overhand right, nigga. I duck that hoe. I pull your shirt down to your beard and just keep uppercutting you, nigga, till your jaw swell. You gonna walk away looking like Kanye West in 2004 when I'm done fucking with you, nigga.
No. That's impossible. That's impossible.
Now what the fuck do you want?
You like the niggas. Well, I called to tell you that I'm gonna slap you like the niggas did Akademiks. That's what the fuck I called to tell you. That's what I called to tell you. That shit gonna be loud too. They're gonna hear it 2 counties over. They're like, damn, somebody dropped a bomb. Nah, I slapped the one in his bitch ass face.
Nah, fuck you, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, man. I also have an idea, but I'm not gonna share it. I want to email it to you. So, email again.
Hey, dog. This nigga, you and why you sending me that email? You might as well email me your concession speech too, nigga. When you run away from this fade, email that excuse to why you gonna cancel this fight, nigga.
Nah. You be talking all that shit over the phone, dog. But when I'm face to face, you be trembling like a little bitch.
Nah, I talk all that shit,
shaking and shivering.
Nah. Nigga, remember we was in a boxing ring that time, nigga.
Yeah, but we weren't that cool. No, we were cool. I just didn't, dog. I met your parents. I love your parents. I didn't want to do that to them, dog. I didn't want to do that to them. So
what?
I practiced some restraint.
Show them how great their son is with this battle of fisticuffs, and you ran around, bitch, like you said, I had enough.
Hey, that was pretty good, dog. That was off the cuff, or you wrote that? That was pretty good, dude. I got to give you credit.
Yeah, that was off the cuff, nigga, because I'm tough and rough. And goddamn it, I had enough.
No, did you point?
Yeah, I pointed, nigga. I pointed, nigga. Willie Green, nigga.
All right, man. Well, I just called to upset your day, dog. I hope you're pissed off. I pray that you're pissed off. I pray that you have a bad day. I hope you stub your toe. I hope you lose your keys and all that horrible shit. I hope Rocky shits on your motherfucking favorite shirt, you piece of dog shit. And I fucking hate you and everything you stand for. And I'm out.
All that being said, you still won't do nothing, nigga. That was Larry Ho ass Goodwill. I'll beat that nigga ass. Anyway, this but with that being said, just pay attention to these people, y'all. Pay attention to these people. Carl, what's up, Carl Langley? Says her email is a link to franchise at Jimmy John's. Why the fuck are y'all like that in the chat? You niggas are sorry. I can't be reading y'all. Yeah. Lord, forgive these people for they know not what they do. Yeah, he said he hope I stub my toe. Fuck Larry. He about to stub his chin on these knuckles. But yeah, pay attention because as you see right here with Akademiks, he's obviously they folks. He's obviously they people, from my opinion. From my opinion, he they people. And you see how the misleadership and how he was given a microphone to talk music. So stupid to admit he got 30 bands from an artist to shape the opinion to listeners. Mind you, taking 30 bands to not do something, that's still shaping an opinion. Especially when you admit that you, like he said, to say some good things about the album. And as far as the other guy goes, I don't know. The jury is still out. The jury is still out. And for those of you on Patreon, if you have not gotten your 2026 yearly blueprint, email me. For those of you on the reading level and up. And if you want a blueprint, a blueprint, a written 45-page blueprint for your 2026, I'm doing those at a special discount right now. Email me info at dewanb.com if you want your what the 2026 blueprint looks like. It shows where you need to position yourself based on your birthday, based on your card, to get the most success out of the year, and also cautions you of if you're in certain places, what's the downside. Whatever the side of the vibration you're on, it breaks all that down on the report system, all right? But I'm about to get up out of here. Yeah, C Diggs, forget these people. They be trifling. You're right. Shit. C Diggs, I appreciate you for being a level-headed person in my chat. Carl Langley, Clinton, these niggas is wild. Bismarck T, these motherfuckers they need Jesus. Nada, I appreciate the super chat. Appreciate the super chat. G, I'll read your email when I'm offline. I think it just came through to my phone. So yeah, pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. I won't be up late. I'm gonna be watching 5150 tonight. Yeah, I'm telling y'all right now. I'm gonna be watching 5150 and see what Corey got to say with all this shit going on. So I don't think I'm gonna do a late night live tonight. If I do a late night live, it'll be late. If I do one, all right. Thank y'all again for listening. We out.